Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Ruji Media. I'm your host Richard Morla, and today I have the $1 million question for you. If I am on a budget, where should I put my money? On a better camera or a better lens? So together, let's find out. Alright, first of all, I want to tell you, all of you that are watching this video, thank you for being here, and to those that are here for the first time, welcome to my channel, Ruji Media. Once again, I'm your host, Richard Morla. And as I said in the intro, where should I put my money if I am on a budget? Should I put my money on a very expensive camera because it's the new thing and it's quite hot and everybody's talking about this camera? Or should I put my money on a better lens, even though I have not a very good, amazing, great, outstanding camera? Well, that is the $1 million question that most of the people, either beginner and even already, let's say semi-pro photographer, always debate and argue to find out where you should put your money. All right, so think a second about this that I'm about to tell you. When you put your money on a camera, one thing you should remember is camera lose their value. I will say camera lose their value 100%. They become something of the past. They devaluate themselves on prices. Let's say, for instance, look at me right now. I'm recording on this camera, like the camera that is recording right now. It's a Canon 80D. By the moment I bought the Canon 80D, within this, I will say not a full sensor camera, this camera was like quite decent, and it was like the wow, a non-full sensor camera. It was very good. But then guess what? Like a few years later, I will say like probably 2 or 1 year and a half, don't remember quite well, so you can correct me down on the comment below. Canon 90D came to the market. So immediately with those features, the Canon 80D went something to the past. Like no more Canon 80D. Suddenly the YouTube was bombarded by Canon 90D everywhere. Not to mention about the mirrorless camera. Like Canon brand and also Nikon, they are babies if you compare them to Sony, that they beat the market with their mirrorless camera. And guess what? Everybody went to Sony, right? And they were there because they understanding and the process is Sony is better, mirrorless is better. And I'm saying brands here because those are, let's be honest, it's not a secret for anyone, those are the hot brand, either Canon, Nikon, or Sony. You can pick any camera you want, but again, like, why wouldn't I invest my money on a better camera? Well, the reason is very simple. I already said it. Camera, they lose their value quite simple, very quick, very fast. Like in less than a year, your camera, by the time you buy the hottest, super duper mega awesome camera, 1 year later, that camera is not so, I will say, valuable as the newest one, because it's losing value. If you go back to the, I will mention per se, camera manufacturer, Canon Mark II, for instance, that was a super hot camera. Not everyone had the money to buy it. And now for how much can you buy a Canon Mark II? See, that's what I'm trying to say. However, the Canon Mark II is a very decent camera still today, even though that it doesn't have a 40 or 50 megapixel resolution. Right? And that's what I'm trying to say. So if you want to put your money on camera, you starting out, or you already, I would say semi-pro or pro, and you have a decent camera, you are on the right path. So that being said, you want to invest your money on a middle range camera, something that you can use for the next 3 to 4 years. Why? Because you want to put your money on what we are going to talk next. In the next one, which is the number 2. So now compare everything that you heard before about the camera to lenses. Because lenses, in the other hand, they retain between 85% of their value up to 90% of their value. So if you have, for instance, a Canon lenses or Nikon lenses, a high-end lens, not to mention brands. Let's say you have a high-end lens that costs you a certain amount of money. I will say a range of $900 up to $2,000, or maybe a lens that costs you $1,300. It doesn't matter the price, but it's a good high-end middle-class lens. So that lens is going to be with you, I will tell you, for the next decade, for the 2 decades. Next 2 decades, you're gonna be using that lens, and that lens is going to keep that value right in there up to 85 all the way to 90, or maybe 95%, of course, depending how much you took care of your lenses, right? So I have seen a lot of photographers, and trust me, I'm telling you, I've seen photographers, they break their bank to buy a very expensive camera, and they put on that expensive camera a very, very crappy lens, and you don't want to do that. So you want to be a smart investor. You want to put your money the right way. You want to invest smart. You don't want to go the other way around. So let's say, all right, I have a camera, which is a decent camera, right? Any brand that you feel comfortable working with. But you say, okay, this is not the high-end, super duper mega awesome camera, but I am investing my money on a very high-end middle class lenses. Well, guess what? Slowly, as you are progressing in your photography and your skills, you're going to start getting money. So slowly, then you can really invest your money on that camera that will fit with those glasses that you already have, and you're going to be really happy, because all you need to worry now is to invest on a good lens. So that being said, let's move to the next one. All right, so the next one is something that we all photographers, non-photographers, seasoned photographer, and when I say non-photographer, are like hobby photographer. So let's specify that. Is that camera manufacturer, they push us into buying the newest camera. They know that's where the money is, baby. So they want you to buy the latest camera. But again, like I already said, that's what the camera manufacturer job is, to push you to buy, so that you can spend some quite good amount of money. Like let's say if in a year you bought the latest camera of any brand that you are into, and you continue, and then in the same year they come up with a better or the newest edition of that camera, guess what? You're going to invest your money there. But the previous camera costs you, let's say, $2,500 to $3,000. $3,500, let's say. But now the new camera costs $4,000. So in less than a year, you spend what? Almost $6,000, baby. And you don't want that. You don't want that. Now imagine if those $6,000 you would have invested, as I said previously, on a high-end middle-class lens. All right, that being said, let's move to the next one. And the next one is a challenge for all of you out there. So this is the number 4 tips that you should remember, whether you should invest in camera or lenses. I wanted to say camera lenses, but you understood. So it's very simple. Let's make this test. This is a challenge for all of you out there. Grab the camera that you have, assuming that you do have a camera, but it's not the super duper mega awesome camera. What you want to do? Grab that camera, and if it's possible and you have a friend that has a very good high-end middle class lens, so you want to ask him for one day to borrow you that lens so that you can attach it to your camera and start taking picture. Or you can go to a camera renter, how do you say that? I don't even know. A place where they rent camera. That's what I'm trying to say. You want to go there and you want to rent one of the best lenses that they have that fits your camera, and you're gonna attach it to it and do a small project. Do maybe a portraiture if you are a landscaper, so do some landscape. It doesn't matter the genre in which you are, but you're gonna try that experiment. And then you're gonna do the opposite. So you're gonna grab your same camera, or you want to rent a very high-end camera, and you're going to put the crappiest lens that you have. And if you don't have a crappy, super duper crappy lens, what you want to do is rent then a crappy lens, or ask your friend for that lens. Attach it to your camera, go and take the same type of picture of the same place. Go to your computer now. in your favorite editor, picture or raw editor. And what you want to do now, you're going to compare side by side, like both performance. And you will realize that you want to put your money on lenses, baby, until you have a well-defined gamma of lenses, so that later on, when you start making the real super duper money in your work, in your chosen field or niche within photography, so you can invest on a better camera. But you already have the most solid foundation, which are good lenses. All right, guys, I hope that you like this vlog that I'm having. Remember, I am loading videos every Monday, every Wednesday, every Friday, and hey, every Sunday. So let me break it down for you. On Mondays, we load a vlog like this one that you are watching right now. And on Wednesday, we load you a tutorial for Photoshop, Lightroom, or Camera Raw. And then on Friday, we have again vlogs again. And on Sunday, guess what? You have another tutorial. This is your host, Richard Morla. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you like what you see here, and also share this channel because we are growing as a community. Don't forget to hit the notification button that every time I load a video, you will be notified and you will say, hey, this guy have great advices, so let me go there and see it. Or if you are interested also in the tutorials. Also, you can follow me on all the social media such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I am, once again, in Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And you can find me in all of them by Ruji Media. Very simple. You go to Instagram, Ruji Media. You go to Facebook, Ruji Media. You go to Twitter, Ruji Media. You can ask me questions. You can say, hey, I was watching your content and this is my doubt. Or you can just drop comments down here below, and I can guarantee you that I'm going to answer to all of them because I read the comments. Thank you for watching this content. Thank you for being here with me. See you on the next one.